Just to be fully transparent with you guys, that I hate working with vinyl, to be honest with you guys. It's just hard to weed, and I'm not sure if it's my cutting blade or what, but there you go. There you go. Way better than the first time. All right, that's what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about right here. This is how we want to weed our stuff. We don't want any static. Time is money, man. This is how we want to do it, baby. This is how it's supposed to, that's how it's supposed to come off. Got the sparkle type of glow, different feel, different texture to it. This is weird. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Allan Wade, back again with another one. I'm excited today. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here, guys. Today we are going to be using some fancy vinyl from Heat Transfer Warehouse. Product links will be down in the description below if you want to purchase some of this fancy vinyl right here. Get it while supplies last. This stuff is dope. But we're going to be recreating a look worn by celebrity comedian Michael Blackson that I saw on social media the other day. And I thought that would be dope to recreate. So we're going to recreate that look right after this intro.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
Before we jump into Silhouette Studio, because we're going to do this from start to finish, we're going to show you exactly what you need to create this look, okay? So first of all, you need your Silhouette Cameo. I'm using my Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus. If you didn't purchase your Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus, use my Amazon link or my Heat Transfer Warehouse link or my Heat Press Nation link down in the description below. Whichever you choose to shop at is fine with me. Try to go through Heat Transfer Warehouse or Heat Press Nation. If they don't have it, if they're sold out, then use my Amazon link to purchase your Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Helps the channel out a lot. I'm an affiliate of all three programs, all three shops, right? Okay, so then you're gonna need some fancy vinyl from Heat Transfer Warehouse, right? Then you're gonna need your I'll get to that. A cutting mat. I use a cutting mat because I don't want to mess up my nice new table. And of course, you're gonna need a shirt. I have a Next Level apparel shirt, size large. You're gonna need your X-Acto knife, and you're gonna need a weeding tool. Of course, you're gonna need your computer with Silhouette Cameo installed on the computer. Let's jump into Silhouette Studio, the software, so I can show y'all exactly how we are going to recreate this design.
A-Dubb Productions.
All right, guys, we are in Silhouette Studio, and while we're in Silhouette Studio, we just want to bring up that picture of Mike Blackson so that we can look at the picture while we actually make it. The first thing we're going to look at is the eyes on the shirt of Michael Blackson. We're going to recreate this thing. We got our vinyl that kind of matches the vinyl that he has in the eyes, the glitter part. One thing we don't have is some black, but the shirt is black, so I guess I'm going to use white to offset that. We're going to have white eyebrows. The outline around the eyes are white. White nose with the red, yeah, okay. So, all right, so let's jump into Silhouette Studio. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is create these eyes, all right? So I'm gonna grab this tool right here. You guys can follow along. Grab the tool right there, grab the circle tool, click it, come inside of here. All right, hold my finger on shift, and I'm gonna create an ellipse, a circle, right? So we got that circle created. Yep, undo that, do it again, let go. Excuse me, let go. All right, we got our first circle made. Now we're gonna create another circle that's a little bit smaller than that circle. Got the second circle, and grab the tool and put this inside this circle, inside that circle. We're trying to like create the shape of the one that he has on. All right, so this is kind of like closer in here. Gonna bring this down a little bit, right? All right. And the eyes are kind of like wide. I selected both of them. They're kind of like this. All right. So what we're going to do now is we are going to make these a compound path. That's going to kind of join them together right there. All right. So that's cool. And with them selected, we can come over here and we can color it black. But of course, like I said, we're going to use white. So now we got that done. We're going to zoom in right here because this is the part that's kind of critical because we're going to make the shape of the inside of the eye. So I'm going to double click, and when I double click, that brought up the points. And what you can do with the points is you can manipulate them. All right, I just click and drag and I manipulate that. All right, so we're going to come on the inside and we're going to create some points. If I click on the outer edge, I'm looking at the shirt right here that he has on. Click on the outer edge, click right here, create a point. I'm going to click around right here to create another point. Then I'm going to click in here, that's about the middle. Then I'm going to click and create a point right here and create another point right here. All right, now I'm going to grab my arrow, my selection tool. Oh no, can't grab myself. I need to be right here. All right, so boom. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up right here to about right there is good. Right there is sufficient. Bring these little handles in. All right, little handles in right here. Then I'm gonna grab this one, and this one's gonna come all the way out like that. All right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. There's a method to my madness. All right, and then I'm gonna grab this one, and I'm gonna bring this one all the way up here. All right. All right. We're getting there. All right. Bring that down. Bring this over a little bit. Looking at that. Yeah, that's good. Bring this over. Bring it over. All right. Grab this one. And I kind of want to bring this down here a little bit. All right. All right, now let's deal with this part. Bring that here, and this kind of curves in. That kind of curves in a little bit. All right, guys. With this stuff, it doesn't have to be exact, but it has to look close. Look at that. Whoever did that, thank you so much for the purchase. Zoom in a little bit so we get closer in here, so we can get more detail with it. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete this point right here, and I think that kind of like gave us more of what we wanted. Bring this in right here to add a more distinct edge on that. All right, boom. Bring this in to give this more of an edge. All right, up. Kind of keep that kind of controlled right there. It's kind of hard to manipulate. All right. All right, so we got that right there. Right down right there. All right, so that looks that's close. That's close. We only need to be close. We don't need to be exact. This one curves a little bit. All right, so let's zoom back out and see what we got. All right, that's close, right? All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna color the inside of the eye a different color, like it is on his shirt. So we're going to go ahead and click, double click, release compound path. And now that will allow us to select the inside. Go to our color panel. Go ahead and pick any color, whatever color. That's cool right there. All right, now, boom, highlight both of them again. If I'm making compound path, no, Command Z to undo that. I'm just gonna group them. Yeah, I'm gonna group it. All right. Do I want to group it, or do I want to... matter of fact, I could remove the overlaps. I'm just going to group it. Group. All right. Let me see. If I have it grouped, can I remove the overlaps? I haven't used Silhouette in the studio in a while, guys. Let me ungroup it. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to remove the overlap. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If I select this and move it, it's still black. And I don't want it to be like that. I kind of want to remove the overlap. So I'm going to select both of them. And I'm going to come over here to this tool right here. And I'm going to hit subtract all. Now that I hit subtract all, it took out that part. All right. So and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this slightly bigger. Just slight, very slightly bigger. All right, that's going to create a little overlap for us for when we're pressing this on. We don't have any like gaps or anything. All right, if this works, this might not even work. Okay. See, I got to manipulate it a little bit. Let me zoom in a little bit. Make sure I don't have any gaps because we want to avoid that. I might have to manipulate the shape of this a little bit. So let me double click on that. Bring this in. Bring this over. Bring this in right here. Just to make sure we don't have any gaps. We always want to make it a little bit bigger. Alright, boom, that covered all the gaps. Alright, now we go ahead and we can zoom back out and we can group it. Alright, group. Alright, that's the shape of the eye. Zoom back out some more. Then we can go ahead and duplicate that. Bring the second one over here. Alright, you can, let me see. Yeah, we can line them up. Bring that to, I just clicked at the top and drag that down. That'll help us line up the eyes, make sure they're like on the same thing right there. I could just hit, let me see. Alright, that's good. That's about good right there. Alright, now we're going to do the nose. Of course, the nose is just a simple oval. So that's pretty easy. Alright. And I said I'm going to make that white. So I'm just going to make it black actually. But on it, well, I'm going to use white vinyl, but I'm just going to make it black for the sake of the video. For the sake of seeing the colors, right? And now, let me remove this, take this out of the way. If I can grab it, can I get it? Alright, get that out of the way, that's cool. Alright, now, still there. Now, we're going to make the mouth. Now, the mouth on his shirt, it looks kind of like text. So we're gonna do text, alright? So, we're going to grab another ellipse. I'm going to create a big ellipse like this, right? Alright, we're going to create that ellipse right there. Circle. Alright, we're just going to move it, grab it, and move it up a little bit so we can look at it. Then we're going to grab a text tool. We're just going to type out some text. We got the text tool selected. Just going to type out some text. A space, all caps. Let's use A-Dubb Productions. Did I spell that right? Productions. Gosh, I got moments over here. All right, this is hilarious. I got moments. All right, so A-Dubb Productions. One time I made a hat and I spelt it wrong. Who remembers that? When I spelled A-Dubb Productions wrong on my cap. While I got it selected, which I don't have it selected, double click on it and drag over top, and we can color the text. We're going to color it red because that's the vinyl that we're using, right? Let's shrink it down a little bit. We got the text at 72. Let's make it about 50. 50. Enter. Want it a little bit bigger. Let's say 60. See what that looks like. That's okay, but we were up to 65. I think 70 was good. All right, we'll try that. But what we want to do actually is we want to change the font type because I don't like that font. So let me click right here and let's just go through some fonts. Push it down. Select the font that's nice, that we like, that would look good with this nice playful type of looking font. I kind of like this because that goes with the whole silly face type of thing. So I'm going to use this. But now that I'm using this, the text looked too small. So let me just put it back up some more, 75. Sheesh. All right, I'm going to leave it at 75. Now I actually want it bigger, but I'm just concerned. I'll show you guys. Let me put on 80. Whoop. Command Z to undo. Put it 80. And yeah, guys, I am doing this on the fly as usual. All right, so now we got it on 80. Click off. We got our text. So what you do with text is you double click on the text, and it brings up this little funny thing right here. Marker felt or whatever. You just click on it, hold it, drag it, and you kind of like position it in here. All right, you got it positioned in here. I wonder if I can manipulate it while it's in here. Let me see. Boom. Let me make it a little bigger. 85. Alright, see what's happening? How it's like stuck on this other one. We want to space it a little bit. Give a little bit of space. Can it do that? Undo. Character space. Alright, see that S is still stuck on there. Let me see if I can drag it over. No, I gotta make it smaller. Let's do 82. 80. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get some space between the N and the S. Alright, that's enough. Alright, so let me try to like... Now I'm looking at that yellow to make sure it's like the same distance between here and here. Trying to line it up as best I can. Alright, that looks good. Now what I'm going to do with the text is I'm just going to click on the text and go ahead and make it a compound path. Make compound path. Now that I made the text a compound path, I can click on the ellipse that I made and delete it. And now I can move this text around freely as I want. Alright, so we got that. We got this part done, A-Dubb Productions. We could also manipulate it now if we want to by ourselves freely. Alright, so that's pretty cool. We can do that. And we can also rotate it slightly if we want, you know. I like it like this. I'm going to leave it like this. And now on his, he has eyebrows on a thing. Let's just go ahead and make some eyebrows. Alright, like he got on his. We can do the same thing with the ellipse and manipulate the ellipse. Let's make an ellipse like this, right? That's the top part of the eyebrows. And then we can go ahead and color it in black. And then we can go ahead and, what's this right here? What did it just move? We can go ahead and double click on it, bring up the points, and drag it in like that. Right? Drag it in like that. Go ahead and put another point right here. Make it a little bit bigger. Another point right here. Square it off like his is. Alright. Drag that in. Boom. Kind of like that. Alright, something like that. Don't have to be perfect, like I said. But as long as you can get something that looks similar. Alright. So we got this. Got the eyebrow here. And how do we duplicate it? Duplicate it and flip it. Duplicate and flip vertical is going to put it upside down. Yeah. Flip horizontal. I think that's what we want. Flip horizontal. Yep. Alright, now we got two eyebrows, but his is kind of like got this type of look to it. Got the friendly eyebrow look. Alright, so I gotta delete this little thing. We're going to delete this again because we want to have them on the same tilt. You know what I mean? They got to be on the same tilt. So similar. It's not exactly the same that his shirt has, but it's similar. Duplicate. All right. Flip horizontal. Boom. And about the same positioning. Doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. And boom, we just created that look on Michael Blackston's shirt right there. Looking similar, not exactly the same, but the question is, will it look exactly the same once we cut it out? All right, so to get this ready to cut, we are just going to select the whole thing. Select the entire thing. I'm going to group it together. All right, and now we're going to scale it to the size that we want. Pay attention to this number down here. I said I was gonna make mine. I didn't say anything. What we got to do, guys, is when you're making this stuff, you got to get a ruler. That's one thing I didn't mention that we needed. Get a ruler and measure it out. Measure out the size that you want it to be. In my case, I think about. Let me see. With my shirt right here, I think 12 inches would be cool. I think 12 inches. So we're going to go ahead and on the Silhouette Studio, just go ahead and make it about 12 inches. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. All right, zoom in a little bit more. Zoom in. All right, make this about 12 inches. All right. All right, That's cool. Could be a little bit bigger. That's all right. All right, so now we got our design right here. We go ahead and flip it horizontal, get ready to cut. And now we get our Silhouette Cameo ready to cut. Load up our first piece of vinyl. The first thing we're going to cut out is the eyes, right? And then we're going to cut out all the black, but we're going to use white for that. And then we're going to cut out the A-Dubb Productions. So this is a 3-color cut. So we got black, but in our case, where you see the black on the Silhouette Studio, we're using white. And of course, we got our fancy vinyl right here for the eyes, for the inside of the eyes. And then for the A-Dubb Productions, we got this fancy vinyl right here for the A-Dubb Productions text. All right, so let's get this set up and let's cut this stuff out, guys. How are we looking so far? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video so far, guys. Let's go. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you.
A-Dubb Productions.
Pretty much set up and ready to go. So a few things we got to do right now. We got to load up our vinyl. All right. We got our first piece. The whole black eyes and the outline of the eyes, the eyebrows and nose, we're going to make white, shiny side down. So we're just going to put that inside of our Cameo right here. Let me see something real fast. How many inches is this? Because I think it's 12 inches. I think I'm going to put it this way because this is the wider way. Yeah, that's over 12 inches. So let me put it in sideways. All right, so that should be sufficient. 12 inches that way and at least 7 inches down. That's cool. All right, cool. So let me load this up in here. All right. Line up that side right here. All right, and just press that button right here. Let me take that back out. It seemed to twist a little bit as it was going in. So just have both of them in there. There you go. Nice and perfect. Looking good. Nice and flat. All right. So in Silhouette Studio, we have to do some changes in Silhouette Studio or else this will be all messed up. Right here on my Cameo, I got no cutting mat. In Silhouette Studio, I got a cutting mat. You will mess your whole thing up right here. So you got to go ahead where it says cutting mat. You got to just go ahead and hit none. And now it took away the cutting mat. I'm going to put this on the edge right here. All right, so it mirrors what's going on over here. Go ahead and press send. All right, Cameo's ready. All right, you got to have your Bluetooth on for your computer to detect your Cameo and stuff like that. All right, you got to have the right cut settings. And I don't have the right cut settings. It's supposed to be 363. So let me go ahead down here. Let me see if my settings are down here. A-Dubb vinyl settings. What's that? No. All right, 1 second, guys. Let me find I had cut settings in here, but it seems like things are gone. So I'm just going to click this. Go ahead and put your cut settings to blade depth 3, force 6. That's what I use. And speed 3. 363. That's what I use. 3, 6, and 3. All right, so we're all set, ready to go. Our vinyl is loaded, right? We're just doing our last things. Oh, one more thing, we're cutting by fill. All right, cutting by fill, so we don't have anything selected right now. So if you want to cut that, you would press that. If you want to cut this, you would select that, which is what we're doing. And when you want to cut that, you select that color. See how it highlights around there? So right now we're cutting the black part, which is white vinyl. That's what we're using. Sorry for the confusion. Just going to hit send and let the Cameo start doing its thing, guys. And you just want to repeat this process for the 2 other colors, and then you are pretty much good to go, guys. All right. Cut that one eyebrow right there. Boom. Right there to the edge. Assist the vinyl so it doesn't get trapped up. Whatever. Alright, should be good to go.
A-Dubb Productions.
Yep, that's it. I see the cut right there. Alright, so take this out. Let's repeat the process for the other 2 parts. Alright, so next I'm going to load up my red vinyl. This shiny side down. This is so interesting. This stuff is way thicker than regular vinyl. So we might have to adjust the cut settings. I'm not sure. I've never cut this before. But we are going to see. Alright, we are going to see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very interesting to see. Let me load that up real fast. All right, that's cool. And come over here, and I'm gonna select the correct color. And what I'm gonna do so I don't waste vinyl is I'm gonna bring this all the way up, like so. All right, because we're only cutting that one color. So waste not, want not. It's gonna start cutting right here and go like that. All right. So boom, got that. Go ahead and send it. All right, and let's see what happens with the same settings. Oh, it changed. See? Gotta pay attention to this stuff. 3, 6, 3 is our regular vinyl settings. I don't think, I gotta be honest with you guys. We're about to test it though. We're gonna test it. 3, 6, 3. If it doesn't, then we're going to just change the settings a little bit. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. I just went on Heat Transfer Warehouse's website, and they have their cut settings, recommended cut settings for this specific vinyl as blade depth on 4 and the force on 11. All right, so we're way off. All right, so we got to put the blade depth on 4. Let me see something. 1 second. So we're just going to put the blade depth on 4. Bring this over 1 and the force on 11. There's a lot of force there. Blade depth on 4, force on 11. Speed they have 8, but that shouldn't matter. Let me just, okay, so we got the right cut settings now. 4, force 11, speed they got on 8. I can crank it up a little bit more. Whatever, I don't think it matters. Let me just put it on 8 for the sake of whatever they got. And let me send it to cut. All right.
A-Dubb Productions.
Alright, that's done. I see where it's scored it at. Looks good. Let me just weed one part real fast so I can see if it's a good cut. This stuff is hard. Hard to weed. On the website, it does say it wasn't designed for designs with high fine details. Alright, so it's like meant for like simple squares and stuff like that.
A-Dubb Productions.
I'm cutting out my last piece right here, which is the eyes, guys. The perfect cut settings for me that I found with my blade, and full disclosure, this may vary. There might be quite a few variables why I sent it for one cut. I'm going to send it again for another pass. But full disclosure, like I said, the reason why cut settings could vary, my blade could be a little bit dull. Like those cut settings that Heat Transfer Warehouse has might be for a brand new blade or might be for a blade that's sharper than mine. So just bear that in mind, that just because the recommended cut settings are what they are, there are different variables with this stuff, all right? So you might have to play around with the cut settings a little bit. Just a full disclosure, just to you know, clear things up and stuff like that, just in case you guys run into that problem. Sometimes people might be like, hey man, what cut settings are you using? I use your same cut settings and it's not working for me, right? It might not be working for you because when was the last time that you actually changed your blade, right? When was the last time you changed your blade? So that's going to vary from person to person because I don't know how often you use your Cameo, you know? All right, guys, so we have our eyes right here, and we're just going to go ahead and trim this. Make sure it's the right color. Yep, it's the right color. Go ahead and trim this. We don't want to use too much. We just want to use what we need. So we're just going to go ahead and use what we need. So we use what we need, all right? So go ahead and try to cut a straight line here, all right? Boom. Straight as possible. So we grab our eyes. All right, and just to show you guys that this weeded good, the eyes are just the middle part that we need. So we're just going to go ahead and grab the edge, lift this up. Ooh, that's not coming up. So what we do in that case is we start weeding it, and we have to hold it down a little bit. All right. See something? Hold on. Give me a second. All right. And when we get to the eye part, we just hold it down so that the cut comes out. All right. This is what you want to avoid. It's supposed to weed better than this, but guys, some of this vinyl there's a lot of different variables. All right. A lot of different variables, but overall, I mean, we'll see how this turns out. It's giving me a little bit of problems here. This vinyl is a little bit tough to work with. A little bit tough to work with on my end, but overall, look, the cut is good. You know, the cut is good. It's not perfect. And in the comment section, you guys can tell me the results that you guys are having. This vinyl is so nice. It really feels like I'm wasting it, but you know, it is what it is. Trying to get this look right here.
A-Dubb Productions.
Alright guys, here we are. Just to be fully transparent with you guys, that I hate working with vinyl, to be honest with you guys. It's just hard to weed, and I'm not sure if it's my cutting blade or what, but yeah, I'm just gonna say be prepared to adjust your cut settings for this vinyl. So the blue weeded okay. Could have been better, could have been easier, but the blue and the red is the same, but the red has a little bit more intricate cuts in it. So I'm gonna say that yeah, they're right when they write down it's not meant for stuff with intricate cuts, even though this isn't too intricate in my opinion. But just be prepared. I changed the cut settings once again to 6, blade depth 6, force on 14, and I did that for 2 passes, and then I lowered down the speed a little bit and I did it for another pass. All right, so let me see if the inside portions weed better. Okay, see, that's what I expect. This is how vinyl is supposed to weed. This is how, see how easy it's coming off now? All right, so guys, the cut settings, blade depth 6, force 14, and put your speed on 3, and do it for 2 passes. All right, so this is how your vinyl is supposed to weed right here. Nice and easy like this. All right. All right, see how easy that's weeding? Right, that's what we want. That's what we want. All right, now I take back everything I just said. Just follow my cut settings. This is why I make these videos, and this is why I waste so much vinyl, and so you guys can get it right. All right, so boom, just like that. All right, cutting weeding real sweet, real good. Got the insides done. Now let's go ahead and hopefully we should be able to just peel it right off with no problems. Let's start from this corner and see what we got. All right, let's see what we got. Might be one little sticky part, but let's see. There you go. There you go. Way better than the first time. All right, that's what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about right here. This is how we want to weed our stuff. We don't want any static. Time is money, man. This is how we want to do it, baby. This is how it's supposed to, that's how it's supposed to come off, guys. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, no. All right, so we got the right cut settings for this. Touchdown. All right, get the excess vinyl out of the way, and let's get ready to press this thing. All right, the only thing we're missing now, what's that, is we got to weed our white vinyl, which is regular vinyl, so that's going to be easy weed. Give me a second, guys. Be right back. Guys, I'm glad we were able to figure out those cut settings. Sometimes this is stuff that you're going to have to go through when you're dealing with vinyl. In any business that you're in, you're going to face some complications. And if you're able to get over those complications, then you'll be able to make lots and lots and lots of money, guys. Glad we were able to find those cut settings. Now let's go over to the heat press and press this on to our shirt. Let's go. We're all set up right here. I might be blocking the camera a little bit, but it's okay. You guys get the point. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay my shirt down on my heat press. By the way, the recommended press settings for this is 320 degrees for 15 seconds. I got my heat press 320 degrees. I'm gonna press for 17 seconds. All right, you also need a Teflon sheet. Get all the wrinkles out. Press it down real fast. Let it out. Also need a Teflon sheet right there so you can get, because you're going to be doing several presses. So first press right here, regular vinyl. Just going to go ahead and put that in the middle of the shirt right here. 4 fingers down. That's what we do. That's how we do it. Right? Boom. Just going to line everything else up into place. All right. This is just for demonstration purposes. Of course, we're doing this design just to see if we can do it, man. Just to see if we can do it. All right. Got that lined up nice and good right there. All right. All right. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and press this down now. Boom, boom, in the center. Press it down. 15-second press. Let me go get my Teflon sheet. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Got my Teflon sheet over here. And just like that, guys, 17-second press is done. I'm walking back over, guys, in a second. All right. Slide this out. Go ahead and take off our first layer of vinyl right here. Boom. Looking good already. All right, the next one we can do together. All right, I'm gonna flip this way. Line up these eyes right here. Boom. Boom. It's always difficult to line this stuff up. All right. Got that lined up perfectly. Boom. Get our lips right here. Line that bad boy up. Once again, this don't gotta be perfect. And we're gonna get our Teflon sheet. Only reason why I'm saying it don't have to be perfect is because this isn't exactly like super symmetrical. All right, it's not super symmetrical. All right, so ours is gonna be a little slightly different from Michael Blackson because we're using the white. All right, so lay the Teflon sheet over top of that to protect this vinyl right here. Lay the Teflon sheet over top of it and go ahead and press it. But this case, since we got the Teflon sheet, we're gonna do 2 presses for 16 seconds, for 15 seconds each. All right, and we have our Heat Press Nation Signature Series 16 by 20 auto open press right here. All right, if you guys are in the market for this press, they're always sold out, but check the Heat Press Nation website using my Heat Press Nation link down in the description below to purchase yours if they have them. All right, if they don't have them, I'll tell you the only heat press that I know for a fact that's available right now is the Heat Transfer Warehouse Voila 15 by 15 auto open press. No, actually it's the Heat Press Nation Heat Transfer Warehouse. It's a 16 by 16 press. I'm not sure. I forgot which one it is. But all right, let me see if this is a hot peel. Look at that. That looks good, boy. That looks good, boy. Look at that. We're going to press it one more time now. Oh, that looks good. It's like gel. We're definitely going to press this one more time though to make sure it's nice and down, nice and good. All right. That looks good. You guys got to, I'm going to try to capture the effect for you guys, but that looks really good. It's almost like a jelly effect. Love these auto open presses. All right. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. Ooh. I want y'all to try to get the idea or the effect that this shirt has. I'm not sure if you're seeing it on the camera, but these eyes, this vinyl is like glowing almost. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. It's just different. This is different from anything else I've used. It's textured, so it's kind of like has this kind of feel to it. It's very different. I like it. I can see why they said now that it's not meant for sharp things. It's meant for more like solid, like a circle, or yeah, because it's larger designs and stuff. It's very solid. Let's put the shirt on and see what it looks like, guys. Gotta take my mic off. 1 second.
Hey Dub Nation, it's your girl Kaveen Jador, and you are tuning into A-Dubb Productions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, guys, let me know what you think. Got this glowy eye effect type of thing. The text down below is got the sparkle type of glow. Different feel, different texture to it. This is weird. Anyway, guys, yeah, I like this material. But I will say I had a little bit of difficulty working with it, the cut settings, but that's not abnormal, guys. To be honest with you, it's actually quite normal. As a matter of fact, it's quite normal that when you are working with different types of vinyl, the manufacturer's cut settings typically, in my experience, they're typically almost always wrong for your setup. That could be because your blade is slightly dull. That could be because, could be different variables. I don't know. It could be because the material is different than when, you know, it could be because they didn't get the right cut settings when they got the material. But we worked through it. We figured stuff out, and we were able to find the right cut settings for this specific material so we can get a nice, easy weed. And if we had got that from the beginning, then all this would have been avoided, right? All the confusion would have been avoided. You know, it would have been a nice, smooth video if we'd had the right cut settings from the beginning with, but we didn't. So the point of me doing these videos like this is so that you guys know how to troubleshoot things when you guys experience them, okay? So I hope you guys appreciated it. Let me know what you think about the shirt. Something fun, something quick and easy that you can do. Showed you guys exactly how to do it in Silhouette Studio. So I hope you guys give me a thumbs up for that, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to visit me on Instagram and subscribe and follow me there. Guys, on Instagram, if you're going to leave me any messages on Instagram, I'm no longer accepting messages in my inbox. Only business inquiries in my inbox only. Questions and everything like that go on to my posts. If you're going to ask me a question or anything like that, comment, ask that question below any of my pictures. All right, do not leave me questions in the inbox because I'm not going to answer them. Business inquiries only in the inbox. Business inquiries only, and all the questions below pictures. All right, so thank you so much for watching. It's your boy Allan A. Wade. You know what I mean? See you guys on the next video. Once again, if you guys want any of this stuff, use my heat transfer warehouse link down in the description below. Once I found the cut settings, everything was smooth. So I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?